Hello. Welcome to Casual Gaming with Purpose. If this is your first stream or VOD, then welcome, and if not, then welcome back. Today we are playing some more Blueprints. I have made quite a bit of progress since last stream. So we're going to be picking up on day 31. Hopefully making it into the antechamber. If that sounds like a good time to you, then welcome aboard. I'm honored to have you here with me. I stream on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Fridays kind of variety hour. Right now we're playing Blueprints, but could be any game. And then on Mondays, it's Off Mic Monday. I play like a cozy game with no commentary. Right now I'm playing Tiny Glade. And then on Thursdays, it's Stardew. I'm searching for the Living Hat on a post-perfection 1.6 farm. So if any of that sounds like a good time, would love to see you around. And yeah, let's get into some Blueprints. Yeah. So, same disclaimer as I have made in the past. If you haven't played this game and you want to play this game and you care about spoilers, then you will find some here. It's very difficult. I mean, it's impossible to play the game without giving the game away because that is the way the game is. So, you have been warned. You are welcome here, but if you do not want to know secrets in advance of playing the game, then leave now. You have been warned. We're going to try maybe to do 2 runs today if needed, or maybe just 1, like maybe we'll get into the antechamber right away. But I have a hard stop at 7:15 p.m. Eastern for me. Let's go. Let's go shelter. I don't remember if I had this the last time I played on stream, but basically I figured out what day it was, and that allowed me to open this vault, and it gave me a letter. And I have just 1, but I know that there are more. Yeah, I won't say more, but I know that there is more. And I have found more vaults, but I have not opened any, evidently. I also got the pump room again and refilled this. Not really for any particular reason. I think I wanted to walk into the pool. That was why. My allowance. That's our usual letter. Which door should we start with? Oh yeah, and I have upgraded some rooms. I think maybe I did that at the end of last stream as well. So this one I upgraded to get extra items if I draft it adjoined to a bedroom. Obviously the entrance hall is not a bedroom. Let's go with the parlor. I had a couple of very good runs. Not yesterday. The day before yesterday. Off stream. And I really feel like I am nearing the opportunity to get into the antechamber. The white box does not have a statement, so that's true, because the white box doesn't have a statement. The gems are in a box with a statement. Okay, we know that that is not true because there has to be something false, and only one box can have gems. So this is false. Gems are not in a box with a statement, which means it's this one. I'm getting better at these, I think. I'm getting more consistent. I like getting security early, but I like that the den allows me to go north. I gotta go with security. Just my usual settings. Still haven't really figured out if it matters to log into the network, but something in my brain tells me that there's probably minimally a Steam achievement for logging into all of the networks on the same day. Also, I realized that I didn't log into the network in the shelter. So if we have steps, if we hit a dead end and we have steps, I will go back and do that. Let's go down. Early red rooms. But we're sheltered from the dark room. So that's a good option today. Don't have a magnifying glass, though. Did I check the little table in the security room? I don't remember. Those are all blank. It just occurred to me that those might have something on them, but it doesn't seem like it. And so we press on. Nothing for us here beyond. Apples are extra delicious today. Do you think that means I'll get more steps from them? And I also got an extra 3 steps. Still have not figured out why I can turn the globes. Maybe one day. Courtyard is a good option. We got a metal detector. I like getting the metal detector because it makes me feel like I'm not missing things as often. Let's go with the corridor. I usually like to take the corridor later since it's always unlocked. See what I mean? I would have missed that. This might be a good spot for the den. Sure. I'm kind of I'm progressing a little faster than I would like to. Maybe I will pump the brakes and go back. Or at least move laterally. Yeah, see, this is the problem. I don't really want to use my key right now. You've got to find the balance, or at least so I think, between using up the dead ends. Ooh, yeah. We need that for the dark room. There's something else in here. That sounds more ominous than it is. Oh, I see it. I was looking for a coin. Let's go to the dark room since we're right here. Kind of being willy-nilly with our steps, but we've got a code, I think. We can't see it on the lock, but 1128. Remember that, because I don't know where my notebook is. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That's like a pretty big mistake to not have my little notebook with me. I know better by now. Nothing else too remarkable here, I don't think. There's other things to look at though. That much I know. Look at that hairline. Okay. There was one over here. Yeah, this one. Memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Is that green memos? And who's Hartley? Okay. And also, is this a red note? Because if so, then that means this is false. Does it count as a red note if the image is red? I would suspect so. This is the blurry one. There's one that's like more clear somewhere. Well, it's not this one. Same number though, so that's encouraging. This isn't the one we looked at. No, it's not. This is Clara. I think. This one's also red. I'm not sure what to make out of the ones that are red. This is the office. I think maybe this is the Baroness in the office. Maybe. This is the clear one. Clear-ish relative to the others. Any secrets? I don't think so. Not that I can see. Anybody in the window? Okay. Well, can't say we didn't try. We got a garden code. Which feels good enough to me. We're close to the entrance, so I'm kind of tempted to go try that code right now. Might be a waste of steps, but I mean, what if that gives us a way in, you know? I always make myself a tea before these streams, but then I'm using two hands the whole time. So it goes undrunk. I don't drink it. And it cools down. This is the tree that had the number on it. $11, $28. We're in. We've got all the apples we could ever desire. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start with each new day with an extra 20 steps. Infinite apples. Well, actually only 20 a day. Let's activate that blue flame. Now is my chance for tea. All right. This is a big moment. To me, anyways. It feels like a big moment. Wasn't this smoking just a moment ago? That's interesting. Will we also get insight into the bird baths? I keep thinking the bird baths are something, because they're all over the place. But I don't know yet. Need to have a clock of some sort. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is why they're not smoking anymore, I guess. Anything in the baskets? Not today. And a shed. Gardener's logbook. April 10th to 1992. I will write it down. My notes are truly the most chaotic notes ever. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. Well, there you go. As a result of this improvidence, that's a good word. In the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nogula, the groundskeeper. I guess I should be looking at things. There's no end date, but there shouldn't be anyone on the estate. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Have not unlocked east yard yet. Actually, I don't know if we've unlocked entrance drive yet either. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these, I discovered, are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. So I got I think I've had most of these except for the morning room. I finally got the secret garden and the greenhouse, like yesterday or the day before, very recently. Okay. I can leave this alone. the soil survey. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. While I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from this survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Okay. I don't want to write this down, but I will take a screenshot. Perhaps. Okay. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, and almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gasoline, including but not limited to the orchard smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gasoline should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. So, does this mean if I leave it off, I will lose the buff? I guess we're going to find out. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with the much more appropriate angel Rinna. After all, I don't think I've gotten the cloister yet. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. She wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. Okay. That doesn't mean anything to me, but I will jot it down. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Rinna's depiction in the chapel. You can also find Rinna, fun fact, in the tomb. So I have discovered. Okay. Is that all? There should be a gem here. Perhaps. Okay. it's nice to have unlocked this one way or another. Let us continue. I was kind of hoping that there would be a lever here, but that's okay. We press on. Okay, where should we go? Let's go here. This might be a good spot for the chapel. Even though it will mean losing money. Made it worth it. Let's go this way. See, if we go here, then we get that corner room. But maybe it would be better to keep this, so that as we move up, we don't hit as many dead ends. Tough call. I would like a shovel. No shovels today. Sledgehammer is also a good option, but I don't have enough. I'll buy a gem. Can't hurt. Maybe I can come back for the sledgehammer. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to select. I was trying to take the pantry, but that's okay. Life goes on. Kind of feel like we need to move upwards though now. Running out of steps. I like that it stays empty. That's handy. I should have done this sooner, honestly, because I didn't have a way into the basement. Sometimes there's something here. Oh, there. I haven't had the vault yet, but I don't have gems. There's the camera. My voice cracked a little bit. Yeah, this isn't my first rodeo in here. But I don't know the code for that yet. I don't think I had. It would be nice to get the conference room today, since I have the magnifying glass. But I don't think we've had it as an option yet. Yeah. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put it in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. There's also, you can find a broken lever. Okay, those are the same as the last time. I was just curious. I can check to see if I brought it online. No, I didn't. Silly. I'm probably not going to have enough steps. But I also don't have the laboratory, so it's okay. The money appeared. Might as well. Pump room. Yet another room with a vault that I don't know how to get into yet. I know I have found clues for how to get into the vault, and the vaults, plural. But I don't have the dates. So. Some steps. I still don't really... Like, this must be here for a reason. So the other thing is that I feel like this must be pointing to a vault. Just based on like the office and the fact that there's a finger statue pointing to the secret vault. But I don't know how to get in there. I assume from the underground somehow. Let's buy some keys. Oh. Special key. Do you think the lockpick kit lets me open many doors? We'll occasionally be able to open some locked doors. Well, that might not have been worth 10 gold. We'll find out. Couldn't have known until we tried. Okay. See, it's very helpful to have that because I forgot that there would be money spread. Did I get rank 8? No. I should have chosen a different room than the locksmith. That's okay. Shall we try? Sure. I can't pick the lock on this door. Yeah. I can't get the kitchen because I don't have a gem. Well, I think the thing we need the most right now is steps. So. Where are you, secret thing? Oh, there. Go back to foundation, I guess. I could go buy a couple more gems. Maybe I'll do that actually. Decisions. I need the gems. I thought they were 2 each. But 1 gem is better than none. Should we try our lockpick kit? Say that 10 times fast. On the basement door? May as well. Well, it doesn't let me. So I guess not. Anything down here? I don't think so. tea time. Okay. Well, to the west wing? No, we are already in the west wing. To the east? No good options here. Do I want to use my 1 gem on the laboratory? What else is in there? No, I don't think so. Alright, back we go. Go into the chapel and, not gonna get married. Should we go buy more gems? Just keep going to the commissary. Honestly, yeah. I think so. Because there's gonna be money spread in the other rooms we've been in because of the office. In theory. Not here, though, it would seem. It counts. Okay. Where are we going? To the den? No coins in here for us? Not in here either. Sometimes the thing picks it up if you're in the next room. But you're like close to it. Just trying to make sure I'm going the right way. Nope. So hopefully we can get like maybe the kitchen to get some more steps. Rumpus room. Not a bad option. Okay, before I go in there and waste my steps. My lockpick worked that time. Let's see what our future holds.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara, and I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Okay.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Not the birds in the entrance hall. Okay, we need something with steps, otherwise we're cooked. Well, there's a chance we can get food in the lockers. Gonna use all of our keys though, unfortunately. Listen. This'll be a shame. Not a single piece of food. The rumored room 46. Where is... Is there a connection between the moon? Theorized locations. North of the antechamber. I don't need to read it with the magnifying glass. Below the foundation. Full house of 45 rooms. What does that say? I don't know what that word is. Seems like those two aren't it, though. Secret door in the tomb. Doesn't exist. Red herring. Leaning toward this. Grotto. I have not encountered whatever the grotto is. Well, folks, looks like we're not getting it today. I think we have time for one more day. Can I do literally anything with my one step? I do not think so. Let's walk into the rumpus room for full dramatic effect. All right. I think we got time for one more day. Pretty decent house, if I do say so myself. No new rooms today, though. I did have the vault as an option, but I didn't have enough gems. That would have been new. For me, anyways. Sorry for the pause. My OBS is being kind of weird. And for a second I thought I wasn't live. And I was just talking to myself. Which bird was missing? I'm worried for my birds. Okay. I think I'm gonna go tool shed. Hope for a broken lever. Well, so far, so bad. This is a battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Okay. Not the items I wanted, per se. But we'll make do. We've got 66 steps. I forgot that we got extra steps today. That's good. And we increased our allowance. Oh, no, we just had to pick it up. What do you think? Which door? Which door? Let's go east today. Ooh. We don't have magnifying glass or treasure finder. Metal detector. I was hoping to maybe get the closet. Oh well. This box and the blue box are both empty. This box and the white box are both empty, so those could both be true. The other two statements have identical wording. No, they don't. So this is false. Those two are both true, and they don't have anything in it, so the gems are here. That one wasn't as bad. Do a little zigzag. I always forget to like look around. Sometimes I just get into a rush. I forget that there's other things sometimes. Well, let's go for it. Maybe we'll get a good item. Okay, medium. Greater chance of finding items. So maybe we'll get a good item next time we get a chance to get an item. Let's go up. Now, if we go to the commissary, we might be able to buy a shovel or another item that we like to have. Yeah, why not? See what they've got. Show me what you've got. Shovel. I do have enough for a shovel. I don't think I've encountered anywhere. Oh, maybe the tool shed. There wasn't any dig spots anywhere else, I don't think. We don't need the kitchen now. We needed it yesterday. This might be a short day. I'm kind of setting myself up for dead ends. It's okay. Always worth checking, I think. Okay. Spare room is such a spare room, you know? It's well named. What's that? Just a line? I guess so. That is more handy than you might think. We have the shovel, so let's go dig. All right. I'll take it. Less good. Some monies. I don't have to go that way. Yet. So let's just hang on to what we've got. And go this way. I was trying to decide if, because the corridor is always unlocked, does that mean it can lead you to the secret garden without the key? There's no way to know. Well, the internet can tell me, but I'm too afraid of getting spoiled. Wow, fat lot of good that did me. Let's try one more time. Okay, that's better. We have the shovel, so I feel like courtyard is the right... Do we have the... No passkey in this one. There's the sledgehammer we needed 2 seconds ago. Ain't that always the case? So we ended up with a dead end. Despite it all. Because we can't go through that door. Let's see, Manlove. Looks like we're going through the chapel after all. And it's gonna take my money. That's okay. Just one. Boo. Well, it's a short day. Let's code check. We can leave something. Maybe the shovel? Either the shovel or the sledgehammer, I think. I personally really like the shovel. But the sledgehammer lets you save keys. And I think that the shovel is cheaper. I think. Can I check more than one thing? No. That makes sense. What else should we do? I mean, we can go dig. Or go check the tool shed for a dig spot. But it wouldn't make a difference. I guess it could, in theory, it could yield a passcode or whatever. Pass card. Let's go try. I don't even know if it can. And I don't even know if there is a dig spot there. But we're gonna give it a go. Should we check? I mean, there's never anything down here. But the one day that I don't check will be the day that it is there. This was a short day, so I do think I have time for one more day. Okay, so we gotta go den, spare room, office, hallway. Please forgive the harsh angles. I'm doing my best. No. But maybe there's dig spots in the garden, like the orchard? The running feels so slow when you're just like in the open. Like that's normal pace. And that's running. Normal pace. Running. Nothing to dig? Worth a look? Okay, well, I hate to call it a day with 35 steps, but don't have a choice. Let's do a scenic call it a day. Oh, I thought that it would let me do that. We're kind of in that tough spot here, because I have another half hour. We'll try. And if I have to leave mid-game, then so be it. Look at all those steps. Collect our allowance. Let's see what outdoor room we get. This might be a good option today, now that I have extra steps. Let's try. We have had this room before, yes. So if you do the little puzzle with this, it's like 4 plus 5 is 9, times 2 is 18, divided by 9 is 2, subtract 2 is 0. Which lends itself to this idea that there's no room 46. But who knows? Okay, lots of dig spots here. We'll try to remember that. If we happen to get a shovel and run out of things to do. I think we did the other 2 rooms first. Pantry? Creepy auto door opening that gives me a heart attack every time. Ooh. Conference room is good. Do we want to go pick up our sledgehammer? That's a dead end. But we need the magnifying glass to get more info from this room, I think. A good spot for a dead end, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, things don't cost me gems today. I forgot. Hello, Math. How are you? Welcome in. Love the dead ends. Me too. Diamond Dismajor. Of course, the day that we don't need the diamonds. Ain't that always the case as well? And we don't have a shovel currently. lots of dig spots to return to. I figured out... Did this happen on stream? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I figured it out. I played quite a few days off stream. So I'm on day 33 now, I think. And so I found this. What else did I find? I got into the secret garden once, but I didn't get to the antechamber. What else happened? Earlier in the stream, I got into the orchard, which was very exciting. I think I only have one blue flame left to get. Day 33. Yeah. I've had a few runs that were like, I want to say close. But just haven't quite made it up there on the days that I like opened a door. So the puzzle solving continues. That's okay, Miss the Orchard. It'll be there if you want to watch back. You can. Yeah, in the VOD. How are you doing on this fine Friday? Let's see if we can get a shovel. Alright, we could. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for it. I like never buy the salt shakers. I really should. Once in a while. I'm glad to hear you're well. I am also well. I'm glad that it's the weekend. Bummer. Salt shaker, boo. Thumbs down. I am of the same opinion. There's some items that I'm just like, meh. I feel very meh about them. Let's go this way. Well, that's what I get. Nursery is not new. Oh, there you go. Rabbit's foot. Bread prints. By someone who I believe is our mother. Our missing mother. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Bedtime story. The anti-fascism bedtime story that everyone needs, every child needs. I don't like my options here. I think we are gonna soft lock ourselves. But we'll see. We don't need more steps, but that's okay. Might as well. Okay. Well, there's really... I mean, we could do... No, we have to do the dark room. Everyone needs a bedtime story that questions your own government. I agree. You gotta teach them young, you know? Something with 6 steps seemed like a good option. I haven't had this room before. Drafting studio. I don't think. The Great Hall partitioning plan for Wednesday, December 9th. Okay. Ah, we have read that already. Secrets. Yes. Drafting studio. Is this a huge find? It feels like a pretty huge find. Oh. In the drafting studio, you'll be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. I have not read that it's a different volume. Oh. Okay, thank you. I will go back. That is a key detail that I did not see. I like whatever this is. An ornately framed, yet modestly sized hall, it had served as the original antechamber in the old days before eventually being removed from the estate for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. What's done is done. Let's read this extra volume. Oh, this is volume 1. Did I read volume 2? The Drafting Spectrum, Most Violet Dreams, Indoor Verdure, Verdure? Verdure. I don't think it's Verdure. Orange Passage, Golden Trim, Negative Space, Prismatic Rooms, and word from the editor. The Drafting Spectrum blueprints are more than just blue. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it is true most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue perhaps more fitting to the reign of Horus. I read about Horus off-stream in the library. Was decidedly more difficult to affix to an architect's revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement as it had no political ties to any other realms. This is now your bedtime story. Yes, sorry I skipped. I will read this one in my best ASMR voice. By the fourth era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform a contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of Drafting Strategy, we will explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its color. I read the censored lore book. And I had the magnifying glass, but it didn't help me. So I'll just have to buy, maybe one day, the uncensored version, if I ever have enough money. Bedrooms are likely to have extra items. They have synergy with the sleeping mask, nursery, and servants' quarters. I do like a good bedroom. I like all the rooms, except for maybe the red rooms. But even they have their perks. Green rooms are green, associated with gems. Average number of doors, 2 to 3 extra items often. Most green rooms, shovel and watering can, are the synergies. And I've also learned that the green rooms are the way to go to try to unlock the doors. Some of the green rooms help you unlock the doors to the antechamber. Hallways are orange, associated with keys. Average number of doors 3 to 4, rarely have extra items. Synergies with the foyer, lock, pick, kit, and hall pass. Why are the books so expensive? His uncle bourgeoisie. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much my thought too. The first time I got the bookshop, I was like, I will never have this much money. But it starts, I guess the later game you get more money and it becomes more feasible. But I still haven't been able to buy a book. Gold trim are shops, associated with coins. Average number of doors is 2. Extra items are never free. Synergies with the coin purse, coupon book, and vault. Still haven't managed to draft the vault, but we did see it for the first time earlier. Red rooms. Vexation. 3 to 4 doors, seldom extra items. Synergies with the shelter, tomato soup, and skilled players. Not me. And the prismatic rooms. I didn't notice that the maid's chamber was a prismatic room. You may on rare occasions notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in the volume. in this volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. So true. I love the aquarium. Word from the editor. As we reach the end of the volume, we hope you have found valuable insights and colorful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colorful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deeper into the spectrum, drawing upon all colors and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as a display of their own power, some use it to calculate great sums. But all of us want to find a color we can call our own. It's nice. Very good. Thank you, Math. I would have skipped it. I am glad you are here. Day 1. I have already figured that out. I was hoping it would give me another date. This is interesting, though. Something to think about. And on we go. You're from BC, so you like the green rooms. I also really like the green rooms. The first time that I found the secret garden, I was like, I just kind of want to sit here forever. It was very nice. Archives would be a good option, but I worry about hitting a locked door. Let's go with the Nook. I am not in BC, but I am... Oh, I think we talked about this already. I'm in Canada as well, but Ontario. Looks like we're headed towards a dead end. I haven't gotten this room yet, so let's go for it. I did get the time safe open. Yeah. I noticed the date of one of the library books that I took out, and I used that to figure out the date. Herb. The controls for the foundation elevator are located behind the foundation wall. We already figured that out. This means the controls can only be accessed by another room adjacent to the foundation. Unclear if this is a security feature or a flaw. Please advise. Ooh, you've never gotten the master bedroom? Close your eyes, look away. It looks like maybe we have a little puzzle over here, an allowance puzzle perhaps. Seems like there's some secret keys or gold also. Bedtime story returns. To my encouraging uncle, who opened many doors for me, ever grateful, Mary. I'm trying to read that without the magnifying glass. It says something like, P.S. They made me... I can't read it. We have already read it. Staring right at it, not blinking. This is like the most meta book of books. There we are. With our mom. At least I think that's us. Oh, there's the gold. Okay. More a Jai box, fun for the family. More Jai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s among both the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Morah Jai as a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who valued compact boxes as both lockboxes and entertainment on long voyages. Oh, the ending is different? Okay, let's come back. I'm being too hasty. The Red Prince. You get a second bedtime story. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. Thank goodness. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. That's us looking at the book that we're reading currently. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Oh, but I can't flip to the next page. Because the censoring was on the back, right? Like it was after this page in the nursery? And it doesn't let me flip there. You debated me. It was very effective. But it is interesting that we can't flip the page. That's okay. It was nice to read it again. I should have read it the first time. The goal of this is to make all four corner tiles into the white squares. Yeah. So I've done one of these, but it had yellow and pink. Still censored, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll get to the bottom of it one day. This one's a little more complicated than the one in the trading post. I don't know if we'll be able to solve this today. This room is just telling us stuff we already know because we're pros. True. Who needs the master bedroom? Oops, did I break the game? I didn't have a strategy, I was just pushing the buttons. Toys. I think that first one, I didn't solve it. I just, like, did something wrong and I needed to reset it. I think. But thank you for your enthusiasm. Okay. Was there something on this typewriter? Yes. Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know the... What must we know? Oh, also, what is that? A sword? This room also has the coat of arms, which I don't know what to do with yet. But I've written down that number. Oh my god. Do you see something? Beyond the coat of arms? Big sword. I also see big sword. Okay. Well, that's the end of today. But that's okay. Yeah, that we already know. Kind of a weird flex to have miniature cannons in your room, but who am I to judge? Also, the letter is foreboding. So true. It's very spooky. I hope we find our mom by the end. That would be nice. Alright, I gotta go anyway, so it works out that we have dead ends. That wasn't intentional, but we will call it a day. Ooh, you get to play more on Wednesday. I am excited for you. And I hope you have safe travels as well. Thank you very much for being here, Math, and for chatting, and for helping me not miss stuff. I will be back Monday with Tiny Glade, and I will probably still play more Blueprints before next Friday as well, but just in my own time. I hope that when you get to play on Wednesday, you get to discover all the secrets. Math. Yeah, till next time. Thanks for being here. Take care. And if anyone else made it with me to the end, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you when I see you. Take care.